What's up, guys? How's it going? Enrique here, and this is Easy Things to Draw. It's the morning for once. My schedule's been super screwed up. I think I told you guys that in another video. I was starting to go to sleep at 9 a.m. I was starting to sleep at 9 a.m., right? And then I wake up at 6 p.m. So it's already getting dark when I get up. Oh man, that was an awful. I did that for about a week, and I was like, I got to do something. Do I take pills or do I see a doctor about insomnia? I don't know what to do. Maybe melatonin. Um, but I cured it on my own with no meds, no nothing. I now I go to sleep about 11 p.m. and I wake up at about let me see, go to sleep about 11 p.m. and I wake up about a 7 almost every day now for a week. I'm feeling really good, really good. God, it's so much better being a morning person. I can't express to you. It's like I'm so much happier. You know what I mean? I guess because I see sunlight and I'm out when people are active. And yeah. Anywho, let me talk about this problem right now. And it is a question I received. I don't remember by who. I'm sorry, where. But they basically said, how do you eliminate negative thoughts while you're drawing, while you're doing your artwork? Or, about your artwork, negative thoughts about your artwork. And this subject hits so close to home to me that it's not even funny, and I think it hits home with a lot of people, I would imagine, right? But I want to talk about it really quick. So I would say, let me give you a little bit about my background really quick, okay? And it's gonna sound like a tangent, I'm sorry, but I really do think it ties in. But my family, when I grew up, I came from a kind of a negative family. It's not like they didn't push me to do things, they did. But for example, my mom and my grandmother, they were really negative, you know. Like any little thing happens, they'll freak out, right? Or they'll think of the worst case scenario, or like, oh, I don't know if that's gonna happen. We might as well not even do it. You know what I mean? That kind of thinking. I came from that family, So that's the way I was, as when I was younger. That's just what I grew up in. And when I was 18, I I kind of took that into my drawing too. In the very beginning, I forget, I was when I was first learning how to draw. There's a class of 30 people, and I was accelerating super quick. I was one of the top like 3 people that was accelerating really quick in this group, and then it just stopped. Like, I mean, there was a speed bump, and it stopped for years. I didn't get better for years after that, while everybody else was progressing, and it sucked really bad. And I was trying to figure out what was going on. You know what I mean? Looking back on it, it's really obvious. I just had this kind of negative thoughts, and I kept putting myself in this time frame that wasn't real. You know what I mean? I was young, and I kept saying stuff like, I should be this good at this age or this good at this amount of time, right? I don't know if that's a common thing. I think it is, but that's the worst kind of thinking you can do, right? Because if you don't hit it, you are if you don't hit the timeline, you're gonna get more stressed and more negative and more depressed. You know what I mean? And it's just gonna hold you back even more. I didn't start getting better till I realized there is no timeline. Just say, fuck it. There's no timeline. You're just enjoying the art, because then at that point it's not about the art anymore. It's about you. You know what I mean? It's about your ego at that point, or your life plan, which is good. But it really, really ultimately has to be about your enjoyment of drawing. It has to be all about that. Because then that's, and you'll get better. And if you put the work in and you're enjoying what you're doing, and you're disciplined about it, you know what I mean? And, let's say you're drawing stuff you don't want, but, you're drawing stuff you don't want, but you feel better that you're learning it, you feel good. It feels good doing it. And that's the core of it. You'll get better. You'll have no choice but to get better. You know what I mean? So that's another thing that kind of held me back for a while, would be going out on the internet and looking at all the stuff that's going on. Let me tell you a bad habit I had too. I would see some beautiful line art, and it would inspire me to draw um, like that kind of line art. And I'm like, God, it's so good. I want to draw like that. Let me try that out on my own, my sketchbook. And I'll do that, and I'll spend a few days doing it, and then I'll be sidetracked, because then I'll see a beautiful painting. Oops, I almost knocked that over. Then I'll see a beautiful painting, and I'm like, I gotta work on my painting. Whoops, sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, anywho. So I'm working on my line art, then I'll see a beautiful painting, and I'm like, I gotta work on my painting now, and I'll jump ship on the line art. You know what I mean? Before I fully really explored it, so I'll just keep jumping from ship to ship to ship to ship. You know what I mean? Uh, don't do that. You know? Fully engross yourself into one thing. I find that helpful for me, and I find that that's how I'm learning right now. Actually, like right now, I find that really helpful for me right now. I fully engross myself right now. I'm trying to draw knight's armor, but I'm really, really engrossed in it. You know what I mean? Like that's all I'm drawing. I'll kind of draw this stuff, but for the most part, that's really what I'm into. I'm trying to get into it. You fully engross yourself in that subject. You know, kind of like a video game. You know, you fully immerse yourself into that world. You gotta fully immerse yourself into what you know the subject matter, and you'll draw better. I've noticed, at least for me anyway. Um, so, anyways, another thing that would another minor thing, when I would see some beautiful artwork, I used to feel threatened by it. You know, when I was younger, I was just like you know what I mean? I'd be like, whatever. I don't want to do that. You know, or not. It's not that. Or I'll just say something like, well, yeah, he's probably older than me, or you know, he's been studying since like whatever. You know what I mean? All these like negative rationalizations come through my head. Don't do that. That's messed up. Now, when I look at something, I've trained myself. I honestly feel like this. When I see something great, I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Like that's so inspiring. I want to do that. I would love to try that out. This guy's awesome. You know what I mean? I won't praise him. I won't put him like on a mountaintop, but I'll be like, this guy's awesome. He's human. He's like me, and I can eventually do something like this, and it's very inspiring. You know what I mean? That's what I think now. And I had to just train myself over years to do that because, like I said, I had a negative background, like mindset in the background, you know? And it's really just kind of being aware of what you're doing and just stopping it and just chilling out. It really is just chilling out, you know, just being relaxed and, you know, being inspired. Let yourself go with it. Enjoy what you're doing. Anyways, that was a huge ramble. I'm sorry. If any of that even kind of connected, let me know. Shoot me a comment in the comment section below. And that's about it. Thanks for listening to me. Talk to you later.